Hello. Today is November 9th. It is a day in the Mayan calendar, Kame, which is a day about death and how it serves us in this life to make everything precious. And it's also about our ancestors. It's a day kind of like the Day of the Dead is yearly. This happens every 20 days that Kame comes around in the Mayan calendar, and it's a day to remind us to connect to our ancestors, to do ancestral healing when necessary on these days, to make offerings to our ancestors, having an ancestor altar, and all these things kind of go together with the theme that I wanted to talk with today about meeting people in the lower world. So the people in the lower world are not like our close ancestors. We don't go there to meet our grandmother or our mother or someone who has died, but we go there to meet our far back ancestors. It's like our primordial ancestors. And when we go there, we meet them who were in the period it was actually 200 to 300,000 years of existence where humans were in a peaceful place, and they were hunter-gatherers. They didn't have cities or written language. It was before civilization. And this is like the blueprint, or they are like the primordial mothers and fathers of humans today, although we have gone astray from their path of peaceful existence with all of nature. So when you go to the lower world and meet people, you'll know that they are lower world people by looking at their dress, and also by the fact of the kinds of tools they have. So they would have hunter-gatherer energy. They will have hunter-gatherer tools and dress. So they would have skins, different kinds of animal skins. They would have perhaps some woven plant material, but nothing fine or like a regular cloth. They don't use metal. So if you see things that are metal or that are from the middle world, then you need to ask your power animal to help you go deeper down into the lower world, because the middle world is bleeding in, or you're still in the middle world. And that's important because in the lower world, the humans, the animals, the plants, everything there is safe for your spirit or your soul to be there. There's no way that you will be harmed in any way, even though you may have healing processes such as being eaten by an animal or being buried and dissolved into the soil, or you may shapeshift into something else, but it will not harm you. It can only heal you. And the same with the people in the lower world. They will not harm you. They may do strange things, like one of my human guides in the lower world often will crack open my skull, and take out things that need to be removed, that aren't helping me be more of what my soul is meant to be. And that's one of the big purposes of going to the lower world, is to be healed, to learn how to live in this egalitarian kind of culture where people all supported each other and also were in relationships supporting and being reciprocal with all of nature by their gratitude and their ceremonies and how they treated everything. So when you go to the lower world, of course, the first step is to have a good relationship with your power animal, who will always be with you. The power animal should be your constant companion in all the worlds. Eventually, if not already, the power animal will be in your energetic field when you're home in the middle world, in the daily middle world, as well as in the spirit world. And sometimes if you have human guides from the lower world, they can also come back with you here to the middle world. Some people will meet their whole tribe, and the tribe can look like anything. The tribal people may not be what you look like in this middle world. It could be people with much darker skin. It's very common. And so don't be concerned about that. Don't be surprised about that. Sometimes you'll just meet a couple of individuals. And for me, that was the case. I have had to learn about issues about being in groups, and I wasn't ready to meet my whole tribe. I first met one guide who turned out to also be the kind of template for my own personal soul, and I've worked learning to be more like her. And then I met two other human guides. One was a male shaman, and another was an elder grandmother, who both had different things to teach me and for me to learn about through their teachings and their healings. They've done a lot of healings on me. And so those are kind of another step for some people, is just to meet one human or maybe two humans. And so you'll progress as you're ready, and they will guide you and take you to the whole tribe when it's time for that. If you haven't met the whole tribe right away, there's no worries or any right or wrong way about meeting humans in the lower world. And it's not just all about healing, learning, observing. There's also celebrations that you might join in with them. And that's an important aspect, I believe, of most tribal people, that they had a lot of different celebrations for different reasons. So today, like I said, the Mayan people they were after the fall. So when I learn about Mayan, I'm thinking of that as a transitional culture between the hunter-gatherers and our culture, and how with a larger number of people who are more concentrated in cities, how would you keep things as peaceful and as connected to nature as you can? And that's one of the things I do see for the Mayan people, why I find them so valuable as a resource for me and perhaps for you. So again, today in the Mayan calendar is the Kame. When the veils are thin, it's a good day to journey. and a good day to make an ancestor altar. If you haven't, you might make a regular kind of altar with a nice little cloth and some pictures of ancestors. It could also be people you know who have passed on, that were very special to you, that weren't in your actual kind of DNA family. And then also you might have, like usual, you might have a little water, you might have flowers or other plants, you might have stones, and for the different elements you might have a candle that you light. And there's offerings that you can make to them on this day. So there's a lot of different kinds of offerings. One is to give them their favorite foods, and another is to give white liquor or cacao for them and as an offering. And you would leave it on the altar for the day, and then you might eat the food or drink the cacao, or you can offer it outside to nature afterwards. So having that as a ritual to remind you about your ancestors, to connect you to them, and their powers, and how and express your gratitude to them, because just think how many people had to get together through the generations for you to come, to be born, to be here. It is truly like a miracle almost that we're each here through these many generations. So that's something I wanted to convey today. So now is the time when we're going to call on the directions, and so I am going to sing a song, and I have already lit my altar, my incense, and my candle behind me. And if you want to call the directions your own way, you could do that right now. After that, I will drum. And so you can also, after we call the directions, we'll just take a couple of quiet moments for you to make an intention. You could intend to meet a human guide in the lower world, or you can ask to meet your tribe. You can also ask your power animal to take you to the lower world and do a healing on you to prepare you to meet humans in the lower world. That's always a good choice as well. And as always, you can do any journey you want while I drum. I'll drum for 15 minutes, and then after that, you can write down your journey and contemplate what it means for you. As always, if you want any guidance with your journeys, you're always welcome to email me at wisewomanhood@gmail.com, and we can connect for that purpose. All right. Any questions? No? Okay. So I'm going to sing one of my songs of the elements. And one of the things I do when I go to my Axis Mundi, to go down to the lower world, I will hollow out. And that's very important, to leave behind your baggage from the middle world as much as you can. Some people just take off all their clothes there. Other people have different rituals of bathing or whatever. And I have a thing that I came upon that works for me, but it might not be for you, to call on the elements. And then whatever elements I'm needed to balance or to let go, that those elements will purify me and let go of my middle world stuff. that I need to let go, to go down to the lower world in a good way. So, here we go. I'm going to change the music. So hopefully this will work. And the drumming. Let me know if the drumming and the rattling is not working for you when you get the recording. The earth, the water, the fire, the air, return, 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 return. The earth, the water, the fire, the air, return, 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 return. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 hey. Ho, 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 ho. Ho, 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 ho. The earth, the water, the fire, the air, return, 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 return. The earth, the water, the fire, the air, return, 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 return. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 hey. Ho, 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 ho. The earth, the water, the fire, the air, return, 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 return. The earth, the water, the fire, the air, return, 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 return. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 hey. Ho, 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 ho. The earth, the water, the fire, the air, return, 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 return. The earth, the water, the fire, the air, return, 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 return. Hey, 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 hey. Ho, 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 ho. Now prepare yourself to get your intention clear in your mind. Get into a comfortable position. You may want to close your eyes or cover your eyes. It's relaxing, relaxing, letting go, letting go. As you exhale, letting go of your tension, letting go of your thoughts, emptying yourself out to the Mother Earth, knowing you're safe in her arms. And then leaving your body, going to your axis mundi, your connection between the spirit worlds, and hollowing out, asking your power animal for help in this if you need guidance. You can ask the power animal if you're ready to go to the lower world. And then going down, down, down. taking some nice stretches, breathing deep, grounding yourself back into your body, and writing down your journey and remembering as many details as you can. Sometimes I will remember details later, especially when we share in a group. So I hope that someday we will again have a group sharing. I find that it stimulates the memories of my own journeys when that happens. So I hope that journey went well for you, and when we meet again, we'll be meeting the first, today is the second Sunday, so we'll be meeting the fourth Sunday, and then we're going to start in December meeting on the first Sunday and the third Thursday. So there'll be an evening time for those who can't make it on the weekend mornings. So I'll look forward to seeing you. I hope you are well and that you can practice the ancestor altar today. And please contact me if you have any questions at wisewomanhood@gmail.com. Bye-bye.